The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Welcome back to Averett Sports Network. My name is Matt Johnson here bringing you our Daily 7 pregame show set for the second half of our doubleheader in this afternoon's action. It's going to be Averett University. The Cougars once again hosting this matchup. It's going to be Hollins University, the visiting squad here. Coming in at 3-5, 0-2 in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Hollins faces an Averett squad that is 3-4 overall, 0-1 in the USA South. Averett comes off a loss at Ferrum on December 18th, so quite a while ago. Let's call it a little over 2 weeks ago. So it was a 78-62 loss at Ferrum that opened up conference play for the Cougars, and not such a great way with that big loss. Hollins, losing my notes here. Hollins comes into the game after losing 86-83 in overtime to Salem College. That game was on December 7th. So both these teams have had quite the long layoff. Last season, Hollins actually edged Averett for the first time in their 4 meetings. It was on November 22nd in Roanoke, a 64-57 victory for Hollins. So Averett 3-1 against Hollins since 2008. So a couple of things to look for as we move on here in our Daily 7 pregame show. Sam Chandler has been named USA South Player of the Week twice this season. She received the honor on November 16th and December 7th. So Sam Chandler, second in the conference in scoring for the women with 17.4 points per game. She leads the Cougars and leads Cougars in a number of categories: rebounds, assists, points. She does it all. Also leads in minutes, about 31 minutes per game as well for the Cougars. So continuing to look here in our Daily 7 pregame show, breaking down some of the action, looking at the numbers for Hollins and Averett. As we mentioned, it's Sam Chandler really kind of rounding things out for the Cougars here for Averett. Really, her numbers speak for themselves: 17.4 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, let's call it 8 rebounds per game, and 3 assists per game. So very good numbers for her. Looking at Hollins, Sally Schroge, she averages 17.2 points per game, 19 points in conference play. A couple of players also over double figures. It's going to be Juliana Parfit. She averages 16.5 points per game, and Nikki Valencia, 11.6 points per game. All 3 of those players over double figures for Hollins. So what should be a high-scoring, good affair. Averett averages 68 points per game. Hollins averages 59 points per game. Stay with us here on our Daily 7 pregame show here on AU Sports Network. We will be right back after this quick break with commercials, and we will break down more action here on our Daily 7 pregame show, and we will lead you into our lineups with Jay Stevens, our public address announcer. Stay with us on AU Sports Network. Welcome back to AU Sports Network, our Daily 7 pregame show. Matt Johnson here on the microphone for you at home, getting set for the tip-off of a non-conference matchup. It'll be the Averett University Cougars taking on Hollins University. Each team coming in under 500, but evenly matched. Hollins 3-5 overall, 0-2 in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Averett 3-4 overall, 0-1 in the USA South. Conference play for Averett started a couple of nights ago at Ferrum. Excuse me, it was not a couple of nights ago. It was actually December 18th, so a little over 2 weeks ago. 78-62, the final score in that one. Averett taking the loss for their first conference loss of the season. They've lost 2 straight to Ferrum, then Lynchburg. Their last win was at Randolph, who the men just played a few minutes ago. That was a 6-point win for the women. We are now getting set. Remember, folks, a couple of rule changes here in the women's game. It'll be 4 10-minute quarters as opposed to 2 20-minute halves. We're now going to turn it to Jay Stevens on the public address microphone. Thank you for joining us here on AU Sports Network in our Daily 7 pregame show.
Starting lineups. First, we're visiting Hollins College. At forward, a junior from Roanoke, Virginia, Portia White. A guard, a freshman from Portland, Texas, number 11, Nikki Valencia. A guard, a senior from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 12, Auburn Smith. Forward, a freshman from Louisville, Colorado, number 14, Sally Schroed. And a guard, a junior from Roanoke, Virginia, number 24, Juliana Puckett. Assistant coach for Hollins is Brittany Campbell, and the head coach is Jimmy Logan.
Just to let you know, I screwed up. It's Hollins University. That's right. That is my fault. That's okay.
And now, here's the starting lineup for your Cougars of Averett University. At guard, a sophomore from Purcellville, North Carolina, number 10, Sam Chandler. At guard, a senior from Mount Augusta, Virginia, number 12, Jessica Myers. At guard, a junior from Martinsville, Virginia, number 14, Mariana Covington. At guard, a freshman from Fort Mill, South Carolina, number 21, Alexis Rosia. And at forward, a senior from Westbrook, Virginia, number 52, Onika Jones. The head coach trainer is Liz Hickman. She's assisted by Morgan Crawford and Abby Bailey. And Averett University, USA South Conference, and NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or intimidating actions directed.
Welcome back to AU Sports Network. My name is Matt, the Dean of AU Sports Johnson. Here we have concluded our Daily 7 pregame show. Jay Stevens has introduced the players. We are set for tip-off. It is Sam Chandler and Sally Schroed with the tip. And let's get them on. Come on, it's Averett in the early going here. Remember, folks at home, 4 10-minute quarters here in the women's game, and that is going to be a quick basket for Ariana Covington, averaging 6.5 per game. Gets a quick 2 right there. Hollins 3-5 on the season entering the game. That is going to be a travel. Juliana Parfit on the travel. She averages 16.5 points per game, also 9 rebounds per game for her. So she's all over the place for this Hollins squad. And that's going to be another traveling violation. It'll be on Jessica Myers. Just barely picked up her pivot foot. And there's the call. And a quick substitution for Hollins in the early going. That is going to be number 22, Deanna Campbell, checking into the game out of Tennessee. Cross-court pass somehow returns to the hands of Valencia. And it'll be another travel. So 3 possessions in a row, we've had a traveling violation. Onika Jones gets the start in the middle for the Cougars, taking over that center spot. Here is Myers, drives, kicks it out. Rosia down low to Chandler, and a nice basket for 2. Sam Chandler's on the board, nice and quick. Down low, nice bounce pass taken away by Covington. And here come the Cougars the other way. Alexis Rosia in the lane, high left-handed floater, no good, high off the glass. Rebound will go to Parfit, her first of the game. So remember, she is all over the place, about 17 points, 9 rebounds, close to a double-double on average for her. Sroge gets it out, swung around to Valencia. Driving, and it's going to be a travel. Rosia called it while playing defense. Started making the traveling motion before the whistle even blew. So another turnover for Hollins. Quick catch and shoot for Ariana Covington, and the bank is open on Saturday. Off the glass for 2. She's got 4 of the Averett 6. Into the lane, stolen by Sam Chandler. A bad pass from Parfit. Looked like it might have been deflected. That is Myers underneath for 2. No good. Onika Jones battling for the board. The jump ball will go with the possession arrow, and that is to Hollins. Timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout, so we will stay right here. Timeout Hollins on the floor. So using this timeout, we're going to take a look at some of the conference leaders for the women. Looking at points per game, in second place, it's going to be Sam Chandler, second in the conference in scoring 17.4 points per game. Also, she's up there in rebounds in the top 10 with 7.4 rebounds per game as well. 3-point percentage, Averett's Joelle Deese, second in the conference, 45% shooter from behind the arc. Averett's a couple leaders. Sam Chandler also 5th in the conference in blocks, and that one is going to be off the hands of Sroge. So another turnover for Hollins. A very, very rough first half so far to start. And that one out of bounds, so another turnover. This time Averett losing possession, so both teams struggling to contain the basketball right now. This is Campbell down low. This is Parfit along the baseline, and she stepped out of bounds. Another turnover. Setting up for the inbound. So under 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Another quick substitution for Hollins. Chandler at the top of the key, down low. Covington loses the handle, kept in bounds by Rosia, and it's another turnover. Out in front, losing the handle, getting it back is Sroge for 2. With the left hand in transition, so a nice basket right there. Hollins on the board for the first time this afternoon, coming almost 4 minutes into the game. Joelle Deese, no good from downtown. It'll be recovered by Hollins on the glass. And the bump by Rosia is going to be called, and we have our first foul of the afternoon. Inbound to Valencia. Rosia there defensively. There is Parfit. Rotating to her left. Catch and shoot opportunity from mid-range. It falls. That is Auburn Smith on the basket. 2-point game for Hollins. Deese loses the handle. Wanted a foul. Nothing called. Blocking foul is actually going to be called on Rosia. Tough go on the first couple of defensive possessions for Lexi Rosia. She will sit down with 2 very quick fouls, and she is a very explosive freshman for this Cougars squad. Frida Lundquist checks in. Also, DeQuillo Washington checks in. Covington back off the bench, ready to check back in for the Cougars. Next opportunity. Chandler defending, coming out to the top of the key. A nice poke by Chandler to get it loose. Here is Washington driving, stops and pops the jumper. No good. Rebound to Portia Waddy. And she's going to dump it off to Valencia, who's going to set up the offense for Hollins. Parfit dumps it off, swung around. This is Smith. Foul is going to be called on Joelle Deese. Another substitution for Hollins. Inbound goes to Nikki Valencia. Parfit now with the handle. Hollins under 60 points per game on average compared to Averett's 68. Shot no good by Sroge. And Chandler bumped as soon as she receives the pass. Auburn Smith with the foul. First foul of the afternoon for Hollins. Chandler down low. Covington, no good. Nice pass by Sam Chandler. That foul will go on Sally Sroge. Out of Louisville, Colorado. Here at the line is Ariana Covington. First free throw of the afternoon falls for her. A 50% free throw shooter coming into the game. Entered 11 of 12 from the free throw line. And she can't knock down the second one. 1 for 2 on that trip for Ariana Covington. Down low, this is Sroge, left hand in the lane. No good. Rebound to Sam Chandler. She's going to push the tempo up here a little bit. Frida Lundquist dumps back to Chandler. Foul on the shot. So Sam Chandler will get her first opportunity from the free throw line. That foul will go on Portia Waddy. Her first personal foul for Hollins. So Sam Chandler steps to the free throw line. We mentioned her scoring ability as she knocks down the first free throw, averaging about 17.5 points per game. Not only that, also crashing the glass as always. 7.5 rebounds per game to go with those 17.5 points. As she knocks down both her free throws, she's also a 67% free throw shooter on the season. Leads the Cougars in free throws made and free throws attempted. She does a lot of work on the perimeter as well as down low offensively and defensively. She really does it all. Here's the transition game for the Cougars off the steal. Kicked out to Frida Lundquist for 3. No good off the front rim. And it's going to be kept in bounds and lost. Almost corralled by Lundquist. And here's Parfit for an easy 2 in transition, way out in front of the trailing Averett defense. Lundquist pump fakes, hands off to Myers. Myers, the veteran of this Cougars group, and that's a big steal by Parfit in transition and blocked in the trailer. That is Jessica Myers, a great block by her in transition, protecting the rim. Jessica Myers on the block. averaging 11.6 points per game. That's her third block on the season. Jumper no good by Valencia. Rebound goes to Hollins, and it falls. That is Deanna Campbell on the offensive board and the bucket. Catch and shoot, Jessica Myers, no good. Off the rim. Rebound goes to Campbell. It'll be Valencia bringing it up the court for Hollins University. Campbell driving on Lundquist, kicks it out, Parfit, catch and shoot triple, and it splashes from the corner. Averett trying to rush it up the floor, 11-9 here in the first quarter. Cross court to Deese. Lundquist looks to drive and hands off underneath to Jones, but it's slapped out of bounds. It'll stay Cougars basketball. 15 on the shot clock for Averett. Parfit dumps it off to Valencia. She will bring it up the floor. 2-point cushion for Hollins. Averett 3-1 versus Hollins on the all-time record. And that is Valencia high off the glass for two. Nice bucket for her. Sam Chandler drives, kicks it out, swung around. Deese, catch and shoot three. She had time. No good. Rebound to Parfit. She's got several rebounds now. Campbell defended by Haley Chandler. Valencia to Parfit. Catch and shoot triple. No good. Rebound to Chandler. Sam Chandler, that is, bringing it up the floor. Dumps it off. Covington, no good. Ball goes flying in the air. No call on the contact. Deese looks to drive. Had a three open, but passed it up, and it's going to be a charge. And Joelle Deese frustrated early. Had a turnover. Thought she was fouled on the turnover earlier. Now she's called for the charging. Jessica Myers checks back in. Second foul on Joelle Deese. So a couple of key Cougars in a little bit of foul trouble early on here in the first quarter. Deese and Alexis Rosia each with 2 fouls. Parfit driving to her right. Dumps it off. Valencia in the lane, no good. Rebound goes to Tequila Washington. Myers hurries it up the floor. And they're going to reset. Cross-court pass to Lundquist. Looks to drive along the baseline. She takes the contact, got the shot off. It did not fall. Shot will actually be waved off. It'll be an inbound from underneath the basket. Quick inbound, catch and shoot for Sam Chandler. No good. Offensive rebound goes to Tequila Washington. And dumps it off, gets it back, and knocks down the triple. A nice dime by Jessica Myers. Got it back to Washington after she dumped it off herself. Hollins running their offense through Juliana Parfit. Valencia, nice pass to Sroge, crossing over, dumps it off. Parfit, catch and shoot triple, no good. Long rebound, tipped out to Lundquist. And now here comes Averett going the other direction. Lundquist going to slow it down. In the corner, wide open, catch and shoot three for Chandler. And it splashes. Sam Chandler. If you're going to leave her wide open from the corner like that, expect that shot to fall for her all afternoon long. Valencia with the travel on the hesitation. So the turnover comes with 6.1 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 15-13 your score. We've seen a host of turnovers here in this one. Inbounds quickly to Jessica Myers. 5 on the clock. Got to get something off. 2, 1, and that is going to be the conclusion of the first quarter with your score. Averett on top, 15-13. over Hollins University. So we're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll resume action with our second quarter. Stay with us on AU Sports Network. My name is Matt Johnson, and we will be right back after this break. Welcome back to Averett Sports Network. Matt Johnson here on the mic for you. Here's Sam Chandler, a catch-and-shoot triple. She's done that a couple of times today already. Rebound goes to Schroege, and she's going to dump it off to Nikki Valencia. Here is Hollins University bringing it up the floor. It's been a sloppy game so far for both teams, as Deanna Campbell lays one home off the glass with the right hand. That ties us up at 15. A lot of turnovers for both sides in this one. Great offensive rebound by Frida Lundquist. Chandler thought about the three, steps in, and the bank is open on Saturdays. Sam Chandler puts another one home off the glass. Chandler averaging about 17.5 points per game so far in 7 games. Already 9 points in this one. Valencia, no good off the back iron. Chandler on the board. She's already got 4 rebounds in this one as well. And the right hand for Frida Lundquist for 2 off the glass in transition. Averett opens it up to a 4-point lead here in the second quarter. Ball is swung around. Schroege, Parfit, catch and shoot triple from the corner. No good. Long rebound out to Lundquist. Averett's had a couple of those long rebounds on defensive possessions. Definitely need to attack the glass a little more aggressively, even though they're getting those boards. Here's Lundquist, and a nice move in the lane to sidestep the defender and go with the right hand despite being on the left side. That opens it up to a 6-point lead. Averett matches their biggest lead of the afternoon. 21-15 your score. Full timeout on the floor. 8 minutes to go before halftime. Stay with us on AU Sports Network. We will be right back. Welcome back to AU Sports Network. Matt Johnson on the dial for you guys at home. And that'll be a backcourt violation. Another turnover on Hollins coming out of the break. We're going to take a look at some of our numbers. Looking at the turnovers, one of the first things I like to look at. It's killing me. It's an eyesore right now. 17 total turnovers in this game. 6 for Averett. That's pretty good. 11 for Hollins. But anybody who's watched any of my broadcasts over the past couple of years, is Frida Lundquist misses the jumper. I hate turnovers. In transition, here is Hollins. Strode, nice job holding the possession. Misses the shot, rebound, tipped loose. Goes out to Haley Chandler. And here come the Cougars bringing it up the floor. They've had a 3-on-3. Lundquist is going to slow it down. Nice pass down low to Onika Jones. A beautiful feed to the open hand. She was able to finish off the backboard. Parfit, who's the leading scorer and rebounder for Hollins. 5 points, 5 rebounds for her. Also has 3 turnovers. That shot knocked down. Parfit, give her 7 now. As I just mentioned, the struggles from the floor. Has not struggled rebounding. Already 5 for her. We mentioned that. Here's Valencia on a nice steal. Got right in the middle of the passing lane. Now bounce pass into the middle. And that is kicked out by Parfit to Auburn Smith. And that one is poked away. Haley Chandler hits the deck. And the foul will go on Frida Lundquist. That is her first foul of the afternoon. A couple of Cougars already have 2 fouls apiece. That would be Lexi Rosia and Joelle Deese. As the first shot is no good from Auburn Smith. Smith comes into the game an 80% free throw shooter, 12 of 15 from the free throw line on the season. She hits 1 of 2 that trip. Make it 23-18 here in the second quarter, midway through. About 6.5 to play before halftime. Myers dumps it off to Haley Chandler, gets in the lane. Pass lost by Covington. And to the glass for 2. Ariana Covington drives into the lane. Right hand off the glass, the foul. Uses a 3-point play opportunity. So Covington steps to the free throw line. 7-point cushion for the Cougars. She knocks it down. The 3-point play is converted. We mentioned earlier she came into the game shooting 50% from the free throw line. Done pretty well here so far, converting, I believe, 2 out of 3 from the line. And yes, that is the accurate numbers. Timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout for Hollins. So we're going to take a quick look ahead. Let's take a look at the schedule for you folks at home. We mentioned at the postgame of the men's game what their schedule looks like. Today it's Hollins for the women on the 4th. So on Monday they'll play Salem. That'll be here at the Grant Center. Then Greensboro on the 8th. That'll be back to conference play, their second conference game. And then Ferrum on the 10th, another conference game. They just lost to Ferrum. Well, not just lost, but their last game played was December 18th against Ferrum, and a big loss. And that one is stolen by Jessica Myers, and she's going to rush it up the floor, crossing over and calm it down. Lundquist, and Lundquist with the travel. We've seen that a couple of times from both sides here this afternoon, taking that step on the stutter, looking to get into the lane and drive. We've seen the pivot foot being an issue for both squads. Under 6 minutes to go, 26-18. Your score here in the second quarter. Averett in control of Hollins University right now. Pass almost lost on the sideline. It's out of bounds that time. Averett ball. Lost by Emily Jimenez out of Westbury, New York. Washington to Covington to Lundquist. Excuse me, that's going to be Haley Chandler on the catch and shoot triple. It does not fall. Chandler has yet to make a three-pointer on the season. She's now 0 for 5 from behind the arc. Not typically their spot-up three-point shooter, as that is a nice move to the paint by Sally Sroge. It does not go with the left hand. It was a good job to get into the post, however. Here is Myers. Back to Washington for three. No good. Rebound to Myers off the glass. No good. That one's going to bounce out of bounds. It'll stay Averett basketball. And a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. And the Cougars will get set to inbound. Washington looking for anybody. Finds Haley Chandler. Dumps it off. Covington to Myers. Three. No good. Rebound to Haley Chandler on the offensive glass. Dumps it out to Myers. Averett with the fresh shot clock. Here comes a double team out on D'Aquila Washington. That leaves Haley Chandler wide open. They're going to go to Covington down low. Kicks it out. Washington and knocking down the jumper. It's going to be a 2 for D'Aquila Washington, definitely close to the line. Give her 5 here in the first half so far. 2 of 4 from the field in 8 minutes. Sally Sroge, no good on the jumper along the baseline. Onika Jones on the rebound. Jones, 3 boards in this one to go with her 2 points. Catch and shoot, no good by Covington. And Nikki Valencia bringing it the other direction. A couple of subs ready to check back in for the Cougars, as well as Hollins. Jimenez swings it around. Parfit, no good from the corner. A tough shot for her. She had a hand in her face. Chandler on the break. Haley Chandler, left hand, floater for 2. Nice shot by Haley Chandler. Her first 2 points of the afternoon. She's 1 for 2 from the floor. Couple of rebounds for her, one on the offensive glass. Valencia in the lane, right hand, no good. Rebound to Onika Jones. Now Onika's got her 3rd rebound. Washington, catch and shoot triple, no good. Rebound to Valencia. She's going to try to get out in front of the defense. Good fast break defense by Jessica Myers. It's going to be kicked out. Valencia for 3, no good. Rebound to Washington. Cross-court pass, catch and shoot triple, no good by Haley Chandler. So another miss for her from downtown. It was a good look. Had all the time in the world to set up. Sometimes those are the toughest ones. And a good move to the lane off a nice pass. That was Sally Sroge with the finish, going to the left hand in the lane. And it's picked off right in the passing lane. Nikki Valencia, that's about the second time we've seen her step right into the passing lane and commit the thievery. That is going to be Haley Chandler with the foul. Sam Chandler and Frida Lundquist entering back into the game. Technical foul on the play. It'll be on Onika Jones. So stepping up to take the technical shot, it'll be Parfit, the junior guard out of Roanoke, Patrick Henry High School. She will get 2 technical free throws. She knocks down the first one. And now for the second one, she's good. Parfit, second on the team to Sally Sroge in points per game, 16.5 for Parfit. Entered the game an 80% free throw shooter, 8 out of 10. in the season. 2 for 2 on that trip. Parfit doing her fair share of scoring in this one as well as rebounding. Nice rebound by Sroj. Gets it to Parfit. Those two playing a 1-2 game right now. And that is going to be Portia Waddy on the return. Actually, excuse me, that is Deanna Campbell on the putback and crashing the offensive glass for Hollins University. Chandler gets into the lane, nice and calm, and gets fouled taking her shot with the left hand. Did a very good job staying calm, really did not rush at all into that look. Able to calmly bring it into the lane under control and get to the free throw line for 2. First one from Haley Chandler, no good. It'll stay a 6-point game off that miss. Chandler entered the contest 2 for 2 from the free throw line on the season. 0 for 1 so far on this trip. Chandler averages just 1.3 points per game. 1 of 2 from the free throw line on that trip. Give her 3 points here on the afternoon. Campbell drives to her right, loses possession. Valencia does too. Myers lost the handle of it as well. Campbell comes up, recovers. Here is Jimenez. Frida Lundquist out defending. Down low, Sroj, no good. Rebound to Jessica Myers. About a minute to play here before the half. Sam Chandler, nice post move down low to the basket. No good off the glass, but she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Jimenez with the foul. Her first. Sam Chandler knocks down the first attempt on that trip. Entering the game, 67% free throw shooter. 4 for 4 in 2 trips this afternoon. So for Sam Chandler, conference's leading rebounder, conference's second leading scorer, has 11 in this one. Already a handful of rebounds with 4. Nice rebounding right there as Chandler comes up with it. Her and Covington working for that board. Frida Lundquist in transition, spins, gives back to Washington, and Daquilla Washington will get tied up. It'll be a jump ball, and it'll go with the possession arrow, which is right now pointing to Hollins. Campbell finds Sroj, but it's taken away. Good job by Daquilla Washington. Up pass to Frida Lundquist. Left hand, no good. Chandler on the offensive glass, and no good on the follow-up. She will go to the free throw line once again for 2 free throws. So that foul will go on Deanna Campbell. Her first foul of the afternoon. Her second. First free throw falls for Chandler, 5 of 5 to start the game from the free throw line for her. 6 rebounds also here in this first half. That'll go with her 12 points. Ball tipped around, recovered by Portia Waddy, and here comes Nikki Valencia looking to get the last shot. Steps back, takes the 3, knocks it down. And that is how the first half is going to end. A nice step back triple for Nikki Valencia makes it a 7-point ball game. 34-27 after 2 quarters here at the Grant Center in Danville. Coming up here on the Averett Sports Network, our Domino's Pizza halftime show. We're going to break down all first half action and preview the second half coming up here in a few short minutes. So stay with us here on AU Sports Network. My name is Matt Johnson, and we'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Welcome back to AU Sports Network. My name is Matt, the Dean of AU Sports Johnson. We are bringing you our Domino's Pizza halftime show where we can review all of the first half action in the first 2 quarters and preview your second half coming up. First, we're going to go to the week in AU Sports. Brought to you by Virginia Back and Trust. Looking at the schedule coming up, we saw the men play earlier today versus Randolph College. That was a 71-67 victory. A key turnover at the end by freshman center Josh Frund on a traveling violation. Had it turned over to the Cougars. Devontae Pinnell got the inbound pass and has eluded a few defenders, taking time off the clock, got fouled and knocked down 2 very, very clutch free throws, giving Averett a 4-point cushion and securing a big victory for the men, their 9th victory of the season. They move to 9-2 overall. They start conference play coming up soon, I believe, on January 6th at North Carolina Wesleyan against the Battling Bishops. So looking at that so far here in the first half, halftime between Averett and Hollins University. Averett on top 34-27. The women looking for their 4th victory on the season, coming in at 3-4. They have not started, they have started conference play, 3-4 overall, 0-1 in the conference after losing to Ferrum on December 18th. As you can see on your screen, more upcoming games for the Averett Cougars, their basketball schedule. Moving on to our Piedmont Printing first half stats. Looking at some of the numbers for this one. Averett on top by 7, but it's been the turnovers that have really kind of determined the outcome of this one. A lot of turnovers for both squads. 14 for Hollins University, 4 of which coming from Juliana Parfit, who has been an outstanding player for the Hollins University on the regular season. However, today, 3 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 6 from downtown, 4 turnovers, 4 out of the 14 total turnovers for the Hollins squad. Averett with 10 turnovers, definitely a point of emphasis. Both teams are more than likely going over in their locker rooms right now. Looking at some other statistics, Lexi Rosia, who is an extremely effective freshman, been making plays all over the court for the Cougars this season, has only played in 4 minutes so far here in the first half. 0 for 1 from the field, had 2 quick fouls and a turnover, and she was moved to the bench for the rest of the half. Did not play in the second quarter. Also had 2 assists in that first quarter, did Rosia. A couple of other numbers, 2 of 12 3-point shooting for the Cougars. That comes out to 16.7% shooting from downtown. That is going to be a tough number to overcome if they keep shooting like that with the amount of perimeter offense that they've been giving. They've still been playing very well, still a 7-point cushion, but 2 of 12 3-point shooting is a tough number to overcome. Sam Chandler was outstanding in that first half, 16 minutes played. 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 6 boards, 12 points, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 2 steals for the sophomore standout. Ariana Covington also has played a very, very strong game from her starting position. She is 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, has a rebound, 2 assists, and 2 steals. She has not turned it over, by the way, in 16 minutes of play. So after some of those statistics, we're going to move to our Trophy and Sign Center player of the half. And while it's very easy to look at the numbers and pick the usual consensus pick, Sam Chandler, for the player of the half, let's switch things up a little bit and talk about Ariana Covington. She's done a very good job in transition, also transition defense. She's poked passes loose, got in the middle of the passing lanes, created steals, and created new possessions for the Cougars. 3 of 4 from the field, as we mentioned, some solid shooting, 8 points, also added 2 free throws out of 3 free throw attempts, did add a rebound and 2 assists, but for as much time as she's been on the court in 16 minutes, she has not turned it over to go with her 2 assists and 2 steals. So some very, very efficient play from Ariana Covington actually second on the team right now with an efficiency rating of 11, just behind Sam Chandler with an efficiency rating of 16. So Sam Chandler, Ariana Covington, two standout players. I'm actually going to go with Ariana Covington as our player of the half. Really came through when this team needed an extra boost. Covington was there. Looking at our Lowe's Home Improvements first half diagnosis and looking to some keys and adjustments for the second half. Definitely going to have to look at the three-point shooting for the Cougars. I'd like to see Joelle Deese on the floor, maybe attempt some open looks, try to find her, free her up for some open jump shots from the perimeter. She is a very big three-point shooter for this squad, coming into the game, leading the conference in three-point field goal percentage. Would like to see her get some open looks and create some baskets and opportunities for this squad moving forward. Also, some adjustments. Lexi Rosia definitely needs to stay on the court. She's an extremely efficient offensive weapon for this team, but not only that, she's a very good defender as well. 2 fouls early on in the first quarter had her on the bench for the remainder of the first half. Would like to see her get back into her normal rotation spot here in the second half as the Cougars look to hold off Hollins University, right now up 7 here at halftime. So also looking at some of the numbers, you can't necessarily rely on a 3 of 11 shooting for Juliana Parfit or Sally Schroeder, who went 2 for 8 from the field. Both of those girls are going to have better games moving forward. Each player over 16 points per game on the season. So one must think that something's going to turn around for those two. They've been so good, so consistent throughout the regular season so far to this point. Definitely would look for them to maybe catch fire here in the third quarter coming out of halftime, leading into the fourth, trying to give Hollins a run into this one here moving forward. So that'll just about wrap us up for our Domino's Pizza halftime show. Stay with us on Averett Sports Network. My name is Matt Johnson. We will be right back with more second half action as the third quarter will come up in about 4 minutes. Stay with us on AU Sports Network. Welcome back to AU Sports Network. Matt Johnson on the dial for you at home. Averett University hosting Hollins University. Second half of our doubleheader this afternoon. The men took care of Randolph College in the earlier matchup. Won that one as Sam Chandler goes to the basket for two. The men won 71-67. Thanks to some late free throws by Devontae Pinnell to seal the victory. Parfit drives baseline off the bottom of the backboard. Still found its way into the hands of Schroege. And she puts it up for two. Here is Covington, has that one intercepted, as that looked like Waddy in the passing lane. Portia Waddy. Parfit wide open on the catch and shoot. 4-3, no good. Rebound to Sam Chandler. She's going to kick it up the floor to Ariana Covington. Here is Rosia on the offensive board on the air ball. Goes up to, it'll actually be a foul on Nikki Valencia. So Rosia went up for two. Ended up getting hit. She will go to the line for two free throws, her first two free throws of the game. She does not have a point in this one. Only played 4 minutes in the first half. All of them in the first quarter. Got two early personal fouls. And she knocks down her first free throw of the game. So Valencia with her first foul of the afternoon for Rosia. A 70% free throw shooter coming into the ball game. Knocked down them both on that attempt. Came in at 14 out of 20 free throws on the season, did Rosia. Here's Schroege, back out to Valencia. Schroege looking to drive, left hand off the front iron. Onika Jones on the board. Here's Rosia and Myers in transition. Great give and great give back by Rosia and Myers. That is going to be Sam Chandler who will get to the free throw line. So almost a little bit of hot potato down there in transition under the basket for Rosia and Myers. Looked like they just had a laugh about it, but it ends up with Sam Chandler to the line for two free throws, and she converts the first one. 5 of 6. 6 of 7 now from the free throw line. Her second attempt, no good. Chandler about a 68% free throw shooter on the season, and Rosia and Valencia both end up on the court. Rosia with the foul. That's a tough foul for Rosia. She's got her third, as we are now in the third quarter. Here is Hollins. Schroege looking for Parfit. Finds her, driving on Chandler, has to dump it off. Tipped away and stolen. Jessica Myers and Sam Chandler teaming up for that steal. Chandler dumps it off to Rosia. Nice bounce pass in transition to find Rosia, who didn't panic. Calmly put that shot up off a nice feed from Chandler. Timeout, Hollins University. A full timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick commercial break. It's a 12-point Cougar lead, 41-29, 7:42 remaining in the third. Stay with us on AU Sports Network. welcome back to Averett Sports Network. Matt Johnson on the dial. 7.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Foul on the play will go on Sam Chandler. Her first personal foul of the ball game. She plays so many minutes for this Cougars squad, averaging about 31 minutes per game. As there she is on a rebound. Sam Chandler does it all for this squad. A nice up-court pass to Joelle Deese, who knocks it home from close to the basket. Sam Chandler really filling up the stat sheet here this afternoon. Down low. Waddy, no good, blocked on the play. Looked like it might have come back and hit her in the face. Nice catch and shoot triple as it falls. That is Auburn Smith. Turnover off the inbound. So that'll actually bring a substitution for Hollins University, trying to get back into this one. Timeout on the court. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here on AU Sports Network. 43-31, 6:47 remaining in the third quarter. Looking at some of the numbers here in this one. 25 rebounds for Averett to 22 for Hollins. That edge really coming in handy with the offensive rebounds. 7 for Averett, 5 for Hollins. And it's made a difference in the second chance points. Averett with 10 second chance points compared to Hollins 4. As we get set for the resume of action. Deanna Campbell set to inbound for Hollins University. High pass for Parfit. Foul called on Joelle Deese. That'll be her third personal foul. Had 2 earlier in the game. Sam Chandler comes out for Frida Lundquist. Lundquist in 11 minutes has 4 points. Right hand lay-in, no good for Parfit. And it'll stay Hollins basketball. Campbell set for the inbound. Looking at the numbers for Sam Chandler, who just took a seat on the bench. 19 minutes, 15 points. 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown. 6 of 8 from the free throw line. And 8 rebounds to go with 3 assists. Catch and shoot jumper for Parfit, no good. Here comes Frida Lundquist in transition. She's got Jessica Myers for help and dumps it off. Washington dumping it off. Again to Joelle Deese. She can't hit from close to the arc. Frida Lundquist fighting for the offensive rebound, but she's called for the travel. Nikki Valencia bringing it up across half court now for Hollins University. Valencia crossing over, dumps it off. Parfit driving. That was Schroege. Now Parfit dumps it off. Campbell along the baseline off the side of the backboard. Gets it back, poked loose by Sam Chandler. And here come the Cougars going the other way. Daquilla Washington dumping it off to Jessica Myers. Now Lundquist gives it back. Myers, catch and shoot triple. Had plenty of time. Offensive rebound to Onika Jones. Gets the shot up. No good. Rebound to Campbell. And now Hollins bringing it up the other end of the floor. The foul will go on Daquilla Washington. Her first personal foul. Hollins keeps possession off the tip. Here's Schroege looking to drive Onika left her open for three. Stroge elected not to take it and take her off the dribble with the left hand. She will get to the free throw line for 2 shots. So for Stroge, it's been a tough day for her and Parfit, the 2 leading scorers for this Hollins squad. Missing on the first one, Stroge comes into the game a 72% free throw shooter to go with her 17.2 points, about 1.5 assists, and call it 4 rebounds per game. And she's 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. That'll be out of bounds. Ariana Covington couldn't keep it in, trying to tip it back for her teammates. Instead, her toe was on the line. Parfit with Lundquist there defensively, gets a screen, looking to go baseline, and the foul will be called on Daquilla Washington. Her second foul. Parfit with the free throw, her first attempt on this trip, no good. For her, that's her first miss from the free throw line this afternoon, 2 for 3. Now her second attempt. And it falls, so make it 3 of 4 from the line for her this afternoon. Rosia bringing it up the floor. Lundquist swings it to Myers. Hollins in the 3-2 zone, and they pick up a steal from it. Myers there defensively on Valencia. Valencia high off the glass, no good. Foul. Looks like it'll be on Frida Lundquist. No, they are going to call it the other way. That foul will go on Parfit, her second. Excuse me, her first. Here is Ariana Covington holding possession. Had an opportunity with Parfit in the backcourt still. Covington swings it. Good ball movement by the Cougars. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Myers on the 3, no good. Covington trying to fight for the offensive board. Hollins comes up with it. Here's Stroge, and she is taken down underneath the basket. And slow to get up is Stroge. Looks like she's going to be able to walk it off. Might be an ankle or a knee. Doesn't appear to be serious. That foul will go on Jessica Myers. Her first personal foul as Stroge misses on the free throw attempt. Oh for 3 from the free throw line in this one. Came in 13 out of 18 in the regular season. So a difficult day for Sally Stroge so far. Along with the rest of Hollins. Hollins 2 of 10 from the three-point line. And nice offensive rebound by Onika Jones. And she finds Jessica Myers underneath the basket. An easy 2. Foul called on Lundquist. That'll send Juliana Parfit to the line. For Lundquist, that is her first personal foul. Joelle Deese, Sam Chandler back in the game for the Cougars. They will replace Frida Lundquist and Jessica Myers. Lundquist some solid minutes off the bench. Myers, her usual abundance of minutes from the starting lineup. Here is Rosia, dumps it off to Deese underneath. Onika Jones couldn't handle the pass, and here comes Parfit the other way. looking to drive. Rosia there defensively blocked by Sam Chandler down low. Campbell spins around, gets it back, corrals it, and no good with the step-in jumper. The mid-range jumper does not fall for Campbell, and it's still a 12-point game in favor of the Cougars. Sam Chandler wide open for three, no good. Parfit was there defensively, but Chandler had some room. Here is Valencia. Gets a screen from Campbell, looking to cross over Currington. Some good on-ball defense by Ariana Covington. And that time she bumps Campbell, and the foul is called. Two fouls for Covington as Deanna Campbell knocks down her first attempt on that trip. 1 for 1 this afternoon from the free throw line. She's got 5 points now, 4 rebounds, also got 4 turnovers. Second free throw falls for her. Cougars with 2 players with 3 fouls, that being Joelle Deese and Alexis Rosia. Something to keep an eye on. Covington from the painted area, and it's good. Or really, here in this gym, it's not the painted area. Let's call it the below post. Valencia in the lane. Right-handed floater for 2. A nice play. That it looks like her shot this afternoon. Chandler in the paint, and how does she step through? Sam Chandler, give her 17 points now on the afternoon. Really lighting up Hollins University and filling this stat sheet. Valencia drives. Help comes from Chandler. Sroge driving baseline. No good. Rebound to Covington. She is fouled immediately. That foul will go on Valencia. Her second foul. Haley Chandler to Sam Chandler. The drive, ball is lost out of bounds. Largest lead for the Cougars, 14. The lead right now sits at 12, 49-37, under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Valencia dumps it off to Parfit. Rolling to her right. She has had a rough day shooting the basketball. Looking to defer more as the game has gone on. Sroge, the left-hander, good. Nice close-range jump shot for Sroge, trying to get it going. Nice save by Chandler. It's going to end up being out of bounds off Chandler's fingertips. Hollins basketball. Under a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. 10-point ball game. Hollins trying to make it a single-digit game on this possession. Valencia, 15 on the shot clock. She's got time. Defense there by Chandler made that shot very difficult. Now Averett's got it the other way, but it's a 2-on-3, and Chandler's going to slow it down. Nice pass to the interior of Deese. And Deese knocks it down, and an opportunity for 2 and a foul. So a 3-point play chance for Joelle Deese. A nice feed from Sam Chandler as well. Jessica Myers steps in to replace Alexis Rosia. And Deese converts on the three-point play. Onika Jones back on the court. Subs out Joelle Deese. Parfit uses the screen from Sroge, dumps it off to Waddy. Valencia gets it, steps behind the screen, no good on the triple. Another rebound for Sam Chandler. Give her 9 rebounds here in the contest to go with 4 assists and 17 points. Chandler gets it back to Covington. Oh, risky pass to Myers. Myers cuts through the defense. Corner shot for Covington for 2, and it falls. 15-point ball game. Averett's biggest lead of the day. Gets the screen. Valencia in the lane. Kicks it out to the corner. Parfit for 3, and it splashes. She struggled from the floor for most of the afternoon right there. You couldn't tell. A nice three-pointer for her. That'll conclude the third quarter. It's a 12-point ball game, 54-42 at the end of 3. Averett on top by 12. Stay with us on AU Sports Network. We'll be right back, and we will get started with our fourth quarter coming up right after this. Welcome back to AU Sports Network. Matt Johnson here bringing you live coverage. The start of our fourth quarter here at the Grant Center, Danville, Virginia. Hollins University and Averett University locked in a head-to-head battle. Long rebound out for Sroge. She will lose the handle out of bounds. It'll be Averett basketball. 54-42 your score. Averett on top by 12. Pass up the floor to Chandler, now down low to Onika Jones. She will be fouled. That foul will go on Auburn Smith, Portia Waddy. My mistake. That'll send Onika Jones to the free throw line for Jones this afternoon as she fails to convert on the first attempt. 16 minutes, 2 points, 6 boards, 2 on the offensive end. An assist. Couple of fouls. She did have a technical foul for Onika Jones. 7 out of 10 free throws on the season. 0 for 1 so far on this trip. 0 for 2 now. Pass up the floor to Valencia. Spins out looking to dish it back to Sroge. Has it tipped away. And again on the floor is Myers. Picking it up is Rosia. Dishes it up to Covington. Nice play from the floor by Rosia. Covington can't finish at the rim, but it'll stay Averett possession and a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. A great play by Rosia to find Covington and get her in the open floor. Covington swings it around. This is Rosia. Catch and shoot for Covington. She knocks it down, the triple. Averett back up to their largest lead of the afternoon. the second time they've been at the 15-point margin on the favorable end. Here is Rosia defending Auburn Smith. Cross-court pass to Parfit. She drives. Blocking foul will go on Covington. Subbing into the game, Max Nagel out of Reston, Virginia, the freshman guard, her first action of the afternoon. So a three jacked up by Parfit. Very tough shot to explain. And there's Frida Lundquist with the left hand for two and a foul. To the basket in transition. A nice play to take the contact and finish at the rim by Lundquist. Free throw no good on the three-point play attempt. Offensive rebound by Covington and Chandler. Sally Sroge with her second foul of the afternoon. She fouled Covington. Myers set to inbound, gets it to Rosia. Chandler swings it to Lundquist, 20 on the shot clock. Into the lane and a travel. We mentioned it earlier, we've seen it a few times. The travel on those stutter steps before the dribble starts, it's been called quite frequently here. Nagel swings it around to Valencia. Myers out to defend Valencia. Deanna Campbell has it tipped away by Rosia. Some good defense on the double team. And Chandler on the foul. They're going to call that a foul anyway. Sally Sroge fouled by Chandler. It'll be an inbound from Deanna Campbell. Inbound immediately to Parfit. Lundquist there defensively. Parfit gets her shot. Works her way into the lane with the easy right hand. Chandler in transition and an easy basket. However, the foul by Campbell will put her to the free throw line for two shots. Sam Chandler, can't say enough. 17 points, 3 steals, a block, 4 assists, 11 rebounds. Now she's 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Give her 18 points. She's hit a three-pointer. All of this in 26 minutes. The absolute definition of a stat sheet stuffer. Misses on the second attempt. 7 of 10 from the free throw line this afternoon. As we just mentioned, 18 points total for her. Parfit kicks it out. Valencia catch and shoot triple, and she knocks it down. Back to it's actually going to be a 13-point game. Foot was on the line. Chandler on the catch and shoot for 3, and it's good. Averett now with their largest lead of the afternoon. It turns into 16, but Valencia, that's been her shot all afternoon. Get into the lane and float it up with the right hand, and it will fall. Lundquist kicks it into the corner. Chandler, another catch and shoot, no good. If they're going to leave her open like that, let her take it. 21 for Chandler. Down in the paint, no good for Parfit with the right hand. Here is Covington. Finds Lundquist with the left hand for 2. Nice basket. Nice find. Covington to Lundquist. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout for the Cougars. We're going to take a timeout as well. Stay with us on AU Sports Network. Your score 65-49. Averett on top. We'll be right back. Welcome back to AU Sports Network. Hollins University bringing it up the floor. This is Waddy dumping it off to Parfit here coming out of the timeout. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Averett defending. That is Nagel. No good. Rebound goes to Jessica Myers. She's 1 assist away from tying her career high, 6 assists. She's done that twice. Here is Covington. Covington 2 points away from tying her career high in total points. That's 17. D'Quilla Washington, no good on the 3, or the long 2 at least. Here is Valencia with her shot. That is something that's worked for her all afternoon, but not right there. Covington needs to watch out for the trailing defenders. Now Averett slowing it down. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. In the paint, Jessica Myers for 2. A nice, easy basket for her. Driving into the lane, kicks it out. Corner 3, good for Max Nagel. Rosia bringing it up the floor. 15-point game for the Cougars. Nice dime by Myers. No good on the shot for D'Quilla Washington. Myers has done a great job all afternoon of driving and kicking it out. She's very good at converting, and a nice basket by Jordan Persinger, the senior forward. Her first minutes of the game. Chandler drives, gets into the lane, no good. Rebound to Parfit. Give her another one. For Parfit, she's got 8 rebounds. Also got 5 turnovers. That shot good by Nikki Valencia. .14 for Valencia. Timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. Matt Johnson on the dial for you folks at home here on Averett Sports Network. 67-56. Averett on top by 11. Under 5 minutes to go. 4 minutes, 14 seconds to be precise. Looking at some of the numbers here during this timeout. Juliana Parfit leading Hollins University in scoring in this one. 15 for her. 5 of 21 shooting, 2 of 9 from downtown. She has struggled. So is Sally Sroge, who leads Hollins University in scoring on the regular season on average. However, today only 9 points for her on 4 of 12 shooting, and she's only 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Really, it's been a struggle for Hollins. Only 36% field goal percentages. That's a quick shot off the inbound, and that is knocked out of bounds. No, it's kept in. Nagel keeping it into Valencia. That is Shannon Longworth who missed that long shot. No good. Rebound to Onika Jones. Here's D'Quilla Washington. Gets it out to Alexis Rosia. 3 minutes, 40 seconds on the game clock. 20 minutes on the, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Haley Chandler gets it out to Rosia. Rosia dumps it off. Washington gets the screen. Back to Rosia. Catch and shoot with the left hand. No good. And it's put home. Swinging it around, Parfit. Driving with the right hand, baseline, no good off the front rim. Rebound to Rosia. Haley Chandler back to Rosia. Averett can take their time here with the big lead, up 13. Already above their season average for scoring as Haley Chandler can't convert on the three-pointer. Rosia hits the floor. Ball is recovered by Washington. Parfit lost the handle. That'll be her 6th turnover of the game. She has a double-double with 15 points, 10 boards, but she's got 6 turnovers. She's definitely had the ball in her hand quite a bit. Nice pass into Onika Jones for 2. Shannon Longworth with the nice dish setting up the center. Garcia jumps out to defend. Here is Parfit. Kicks to the corner for Valencia. Step back triple, no good. Rebound to Jones. She's had a good game on the glass. So Nika Jones, give her 8 rebounds now. Shannon Longworth dumps it off. DeQuilla Washington, catch and shoot triple, and it falls. And Nikki Valencia needs somebody to inbound the basketball to. Instead, it's going to be a timeout on the floor. Timeout for Hollins University. We're going to take a quick timeout as well. Stay with us on AU Sports Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back to AU Sports Network. Wrapping up this one under a minute and a half to go here in the contest. Averett with a sizable lead, up 74-56, so an 18-point lead for your Averett University Cougars. And the clock is running. So we'll get that reset and then resume play really quick. Clock is reset. Hollins is ready to inbound. And they will. 1 minute 15 seconds remaining. Hollins with their reserve lineup in. This is the first time Parfit and Sroge have not been on the floor this afternoon. Almost kept in bounds and she lost it. Along the bench, that was Deanna Campbell with the turnover. She had left it, would have been out of bounds, and it would have stayed Hollins' possession. Instead, she tipped it, and it was out off her. So Averett really just winding down the clock here, trying to play some clean basketball, end on a high note. Good screen by Longworth. Here is Haley Chandler, kicks it to Longworth for 3, no good. Offensive rebound to Haley Chandler for 2. She's got 7 points. Also, speaking of points, DeQuilla Washington, a career-high 10 points here in this one. That one out of bounds off the hands of Nagel. It'll be Averett basketball. Looking at the turnovers, it's been a tight one in the turnover battle, 21-18. Hollins with the majority. Averett can hold on and run out the clock. At this point, shot clock is turned off, 12 seconds to go. Averett has this one in hand. The bench stands up and applauds. It's an Averett victory, and the Cougars have swept the doubleheader. The men take the first game by 4, then the women take the second matchup by 20 to finish off Hollins University. A great game all around by the Cougars as they improve to 4-4 on the regular season overall. Stay with us on AU Sports Network. When we come back, we'll have our Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show and wrap up all the action you just saw from our Saturday doubleheader of basketball. So stay with us on AU Sports Network. Your final here in this one, 76-56. Averett University defeats Hollins University here on this fine Saturday. We'll be right back with our Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show. Welcome back to AU Sports Network. My name is Matt Johnson. I am joined by our Sports Information Director, Drew Wilson. Drew, a great game and a great way to conclude our Saturday doubleheader of basketball, a 20-point blowout victory for the Averett Cougars taking on Hollins University. Averett goes to 4-4 on the regular season, still 0-1 in the conference. Hollins falls to 3-6 on the regular season. A great showing and a full stat sheet from Sam Chandler, as always.
Absolutely. It started out a little sloppy on both sides, but the Cougars able to kind of regain, their composure and got to put up some points and gave themselves a lead, which they pretty much held for most of the game. Collins made a few runs to kind of stay close, but never really felt like they were threatening. And Sam Chandler, a big part of that.
And really, the defense a big part of it, too. Averett forcing 21 turnovers on Hollins' offensive end of the floor. Also keeping their two top scorers in check with Parfit and Sroge, each of them averaging over 16 points per game. Parfit hit her 15, but Sroge only 9. Both of those players really struggled from the floor. It looked like Averett really played some lockdown defense on those two.
Yeah, absolutely. Between those two, they were only 9 for 34, so that tells you a lot about the lockdown defense, as you mentioned. And, the Cougars, they needed some players to step up in addition to Sam Chandler, and they got it. Chandler had the double-double with 21 points, 12 rebounds. But if you look at it, Covington, 2 off her career high with 15 points, had a solid effort. And then a couple other players came off the bench and really helped them out. Daquilla Washington had a career high 10 points. For them. Haley Chandler, I thought, had some huge plays, some big rebounds.
Big offensive rebounds.
Big offensive rebounds for some putbacks, and I think her 7 points, I believe, is a career high. Don't quote me on that, but she had a solid game. I really thought she gave them some good play off the bench, and that's what this team is going to need here moving forward into conference play.
And I agree. I mean, you're going to need other options aside from Sam Chandler. She's well known, especially in the USA South. Not to mention all the other schools outside of the conference that know about her and what she can do on the court. Like you said, you have to be able to find other hands to put the basketball into and other hands you can trust. And really, the one who stepped up for me, and she's going to be my trophy and sign center or American National Big Money Player of the game. I'm going to go with Ariana Covington. She really stepped up, played an excellent game. As you said, just 2 points shy of her career high, but she shot the ball so well. She was so efficient in her time on the floor in 31 minutes, 6 of 9 from the floor. Hit her only three-pointer she attempted, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 boards, the 15 total points, had 4 assists and only 1 turnover. That's doing a great job taking care of the basketball, especially when you're on the court as much as she was. That's very impressive to me.
Absolutely. The 4 assists ties her career high. It's the 4th time she's hit that mark. So I think
2 steals as well.
Yeah, she had an all-around. You look at the Sam Chandler double-double, but I think Covington had just as well as an all-around game. So I think that's a good choice, and they're going to need some more from her as we go down the stretch. I've been waiting for her to kind of have that breakout moment. And maybe today will hopefully be that moment because she hit a patch there where she just wasn't scoring what I think she's capable of. That's only the it's only the 2nd time this year she's been in double figures.
Oh,
so,
wow.
That's something that they're going to need moving forward. This team needs a lot of scoring help, especially because they're so small inside.
And really, one of the other players that they turn to is Alexis Rosia for her secondary offense, passing. And she got into foul trouble early in the first half, 2 quick fouls, only played 4 minutes in the first quarter, did not play in the second quarter. But she came through strong, I thought, in the second half, battled back, really faced some adversity. Probably the most adversity I think she's probably seen in her college career, getting those early fouls, getting sat because of it, and then coming right back into the lineup for the second half. And I thought she played very, very strong in the second half.
Yeah, it was disappointing to see, Matt, because I really felt like this could have been a game where she could have gotten a little bit of confidence too. And to get out of that rhythm early with those 2 early fouls, she never really played a factor in the scoring side of things, although she did do some other things on the court when she did get back in there in the second half. Dishing the ball, got some rebounds, some assists, some steals and everything. So, I think I would have loved to have seen what she could have done had she not gotten those 2 early fouls.
And we're going to look now at our Golden Leaf Bistro look ahead. And we mentioned the men starting conference play on January 6th with North Carolina Wesleyan, the Battling Bishops. They'll open up at their place at 7:30 p.m. The women next week, this week, it'll actually be Monday. They'll host Salem on January 4th, so that's Monday at 7 p.m. They will actually open conference play with Greensboro College on the 8th. So just a few days after that this week. That'll be at 2 p.m. here at the Grant Center in Danville, Virginia. Definite a game to watch against Salem, but the players need to make sure that they're not looking ahead to Greensboro and focus on Salem. As we talk about looking ahead and moving towards conference play, they still got a game in between, and it may not show up in the conference record, but it does mean something.
Absolutely. And Salem, they need to pay attention to that one because Salem is one of those teams that's joining the conference next year. Mm-hmm. So they will see them down the road a lot now that they're one of those 3 teams that are being added by the conference. So
it'll be at least twice a year next year.
Yeah, get a little bit of a chance to see them and just get a little sneak preview of Salem on Monday. And I think it'll be good also, as you mentioned, with Greensboro later in the week. Get another little test before you hit the bulk of your conference play coming up.
And that'll basically wrap us up here in our Buffalo Wild Wings post-game show. Thank you so much for joining me, Drew. My name is Matt Johnson. He is Drew Wilson, our sports information director here at Averett University. Thank you for joining us. It's been a great Saturday of a doubleheader basketball. Averett sweeps the doubleheader. The men take it 71-67 against Randolph College. The women blow out Hollins University 76-56. Please make sure you have a safe new year so far and have a good day. Thank you for joining us here on Averett Sports Network. Good night.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.